How are you?
Hi, Saunders. I'm good,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah. So thanks for joining this meeting. And if you can start by presenting yourself and your
Yep, no problem.
role within the support team, let me say.
Yes. I'm Barry, a senior consultant in the Hong Kong support team. So we are working on the custody system for our company, and then mainly we will handle the project from the beginning. That means after sales get the deal, and then we will handle the project, and then we will discuss with our client for the scope of their requirement, and after that we will manage the project, such as how to maybe train our client to use the system, and then after that we will also handle maybe some new enhancement or maybe some new system implementation if needed. And also, we will maybe take in charge for the user acceptance testing for our client. If there's any issue or any bug, and then we will talk to our maintenance team and porter team to arrange fix as soon as possible. After that, we will work with our client to until go live, and then after that, we will pass the production support to our production support team. So this is
Okay,
our role.
okay, thanks. It's more clear now. So, Barry, what do you think about the actual process of support? The structure of L1 and L2 support. How do you describe the current process of collaboration, let me say, between the L1 support team based in Shanghai and directed by Nicole and the L2 and L3 support team here in Tunisia managed by the support team?
From my view, for level one support, actually, it would be the first line of support that usually provide full maybe face-to-face discussion, maybe phone or email communication, and then maybe the email will be adjusted by our level one support team, and then within that, we will get a single point of contact. Maybe in our side, it will be Nicole, and then basically we will have the first investigation, and then provide some basic troubleshooting or maybe some workaround. If they need any more support, and then they will have some call routing or maybe escalation. So
Yes.
this is my view for level one. So yeah.
Yeah, this is the scope. Yeah, this is the scope and the responsibility of the L1. And actually, the L1 support is divided between two countries, between Shanghai, just for the critical and blocker issue, but will be directly routed to the L1 here in Tunisia.
Yes.
The L1 in Tunisia, we have Rania and Yusuf. We know that
Yes.
they are very junior. That's why they are with my, let me say, with my team. So we are here to for the knowledge transfer, for guidance, to help them to understand the process of the support, how they receive the Jira, how they can respond to client, and also to understand the different process and functionality. As I said, Rania is really very junior, Yusuf as well. That's why. But but for you, very the fact that some people are in Shanghai, some people here in Tunisia, the fact that the decision is taken here in Tunisia. What do you think about this, all this process?
For me, I think who make the decision is still fine, because for supporting team, actually uh we most likely we have to maybe locate the issue and then provide some solution. So no matter who make the decision, I think the difference is not that great. The main issue I find in this structure would be for the time gap. As you know,
Okay.
for Shanghai, maybe for or for Hong Kong, our office hour is different from Tunisia.
Yeah.
So maybe in our daily working hour, especially for the market, that means Hong Kong market, start or close. Actually, at that time, Tunisia team is not yet start to work because it is
Yeah.
early morning in
Yeah.
your side, right? Yeah. So in this case, for Shanghai, just like maybe Nicole, when she received the issue raised by our client, so how to maybe have a quick response to our client, or maybe how can she maybe find any other support? Because currently you also know that maybe in this moment, or maybe when there is some Tunisia holiday, and then she will also find our sign. That means our project team to try to locate the issue and then maybe provide some solution to the client. So I think currently the L1 support, if it is only only from Tunisia, I think it is not that enough in
Yeah,
this
of course. Yeah.
global model. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, the Alwan is here in Tunisia because we don't have resources in Shanghai. But if we, for example, we have someone like you or like Sahar for the Alwan, uh, we can let the region, the APAC, take the whole process of support. But now we have this structure because, as I said, we don't have enough resources. So that's why we have Rania and Yusuf within my team. So
And and may I
and
know
tell
that
me,
if
tell me, yeah, tell me, Barry, when we when we deal with the Tunisian team, and what how to say, it's easy to understand because we are not English native, you too. So how you deal with this difference of language and
oh, I mean it is still good because except for your team's internal discussion, you will use French, right? But normally when we communicate with each other, most of the Tunisian colleagues they will also speak in English. So I think it is still good to understand. Yep.
yeah, okay,
And also we will also maybe share screen so that in case we can communicate well in
yeah,
English. We still have
yeah,
some screen sharing and then I think it is quite easy to understand for the case. So for communication, I think it is not bad in our company. Yeah.
okay. And how many time you work or you collaborate with Sahar, for example? Because Sahar is coming from Tunisia and she works in with Asian clients, like me say, and she
Mm.
deals with with you and with different other member. So uh, for the beginning, how you found the collaboration with Sahar? It was easy, no?
For me, actually, I think it is quite easy to discuss with her. Yeah, to be honest, she
Yeah,
is a very nice person. Even maybe our culture is quite different. Yeah, but however, maybe because she has already migrate to Singapore for
mm,
quite quite a month or maybe almost a few years, right? And then I think she is quite understand about the Asian's culture. Yeah,
okay,
and maybe when I just start to work here, and then she helped to train me, or maybe she helped me to be more familiar with the system. So I think actually still quite good for me to talk to her, and then maybe after we can also maybe share some other personal stuff together, and then I think it is still good. Yep.
yeah. I know that
But
Sahar is she gives a lot of attention to the quality and let me say she's work she work very hard. I don't know if
yeah,
if for you it's the same thing. I already asked her and she said, okay, I worked with the team in Shanghai and I appreciate they are responsible. They spend many hours after the work to ensure that we have, for example, a delivery to test and so
Yeah.
for your side, sometimes in Vermeg we need to spend many hours for testing. What do you think
Yes.
about this?
Yeah.
It's normal
Actually,
for you. It's not normal. How
yes.
do you? Yeah.
Yes, actually, because just like what I mentioned before, um, maybe I say in this way, because when I work in this company and then our maintenance team or product team is also in Tunisia, so sometime the normal office hour, that means 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. is not
Yeah.
workable for us. So maybe sometimes we will shift our working hour. Like maybe I will stay at home maybe for 2 or 3 more hours first, and then later I will work maybe 2 or 3 hours more at night, something like that. So we can maybe fit the Tunisia times, and then we can discuss with our team. And then I think also I also work like this, and maybe sometimes we also need to work overtime, or
Mm.
maybe because our environment is not that stable during the daytime, and then we have to wait till the Tunisia start to support and then fix the environment, and then we start to work or start to test the case. So I think we
So you
are
arrange
all
to fit with Tunisian time. Nice.
sometimes, but
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes I will open my laptop during the nighttime, midnight in Hong Kong. Yeah, but it is still good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we can solve the issue, and then maybe next day our client is happy for this, and then I think it is worth to do so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great
So
to hear this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We can be said as maybe the result oriented. Yeah. We just look at the result. If it is good, and then maybe what effort we pay before, and then I think it is still good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we can move to the second question, please. So for you, what are the challenge faced by the two team when working together?
Maybe sometimes because the wheel is quite different. Um, Maybe for Tunisia side because your team is more closer to the Porter team. So maybe you work more on the standard package, some standard module offer to our client. But maybe as you know that for Hong Kong clients, they may need more and more manual work. Yeah. That's why they want to change from the previous system to Megara because they think that this system is quite good. Maybe they can do some automation, or maybe it can help them to save time to process the transaction, something like that. And then they will have maybe a higher expectation to this system. So maybe sometime when they try to approach some new implementation, and then our product team at the beginning they will say no, and then it will be a challenge because we cannot directly say no to our client, and then maybe we have to explain or maybe clarify their requirement,
Mm.
and then we have to find a way to do so. Maybe it is not the 100% the same as their expectation, but the outcome maybe it can be acceptable, right? And then we have to maybe find some ways to do so. Yeah. But maybe you also know that our product team is quite busy because they are not just focusing on Hong Kong market. Yeah. So maybe
Yes.
we have to treasure every meeting with them. Yeah. And then we have to maybe gather all of the question or outstanding issue, and then we find a time and discuss with our product team. Yeah. This is maybe one of the difficulties when we need to work with our product team. Yeah, because they are super busy, and then maybe
Yeah. Yeah.
because lack of resource. Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. Uh, okay. So now we will move to third question, and uh, So what do you suggest for this? What improvement can we make to optimize this collaboration?
For this one, actually, I don't think there is a very short-term solution because every solution need times to try, and then maybe the first one we need to do is to maybe assign some product team colleagues to focusing on Asia market, because maybe for Asia market it is quite different from European, and then maybe we need our colleagues to understand the market first. Yeah, it doesn't mean we have to accept all of the requirement from our client, but we have to know that how's their workflow or how's the business run, and then it will help us to maybe propose some workaround to them. And also I'm just thinking about something like follow the sun, because before I also mentioned that there is a time gap between us and Tunisia. And then for production support, I think it should run like follow the sun. That means maybe when it is Hong Kong time, Hong Kong daytime, and then we will handle the case, or Shanghai team will handle the case. And then after that, when it is after Hong Kong office hour, and then start the Tunisia working hour, right? That means when it is 4 p.m. or 6 p.m. in Hong Kong, and then it should be 9 a.m. in Tunisia.
Yeah,
And then and then the Tunisia team can also follow up the case. Yeah. And then maybe we can work like this model, and then provide something like 24 hours support to our client. Because you know it for production support, the requirement is quite harsh, and then every time we will ask to provide some update within a day. So maybe I think in the future, our Shanghai team or maybe even Hong Kong team, we need some production support resource, and then we have to work like this, follow the system, and then and also not just focusing on Hong Kong market. In case for maybe other market, Tunisia team when they start to investigate, and then it's the time for them to off, and then they can also pass to Hong Kong team to follow up. So we can provide a global support team like this.
Okay. So can you, for example, I guess that you know very well the standard market functionality for ABC, for example, and SPDB. So if we can ask for this one, if you can ask your help to provide like a training or like presentation, and so can you do this for us?
Uh, you mean for the
It's an
Tunisia team?
internal, training,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Actually, even I'm not quite familiar
Especially for
with this, but
SPGB. Yeah.
yeah. Even I'm not familiar at this moment, I can also ask our client to provide more info to me, and I can share this to our colleagues, right? So I think it is good to do so, and I'm willing to do so. Yep.
Okay, thank you. So for the last question, the last question is about the quality of the support. How do you assess the quality of the support provided by Tunisia in the first level,
Mm,
and the whole delivery, meaning L1 and L2 and 3, the final package to the client? How do
mm,
you assess the quality, and of course how we can improve, or what kind
yep.
of
Yep.
yeah.
Maybe I talk about the level one support first. For me, I think uh, they are still in acceptable level, because I can see that our Tunisia support is willing to help, and they will respond very quick for maybe when client raise the GO ticket. However, maybe sometimes maybe the requirement is not stay very clear, or maybe they misunderstand for some requirement, and then they will reply the client, we cannot reproduce the case, and then we need more information from your side, and then that's all, and then the case will pen for some times, and then after that time will come, especially for ABC, they will come to find me, and we need to clarify this, and then I will talk
So
further
you,
to
you
our.
need, sorry, Barry, you need
Yep.
for some issue, you need information from our side if you don't understand.
No,
Like,
no. From
sorry.
ABC, our client side. Yeah. Or maybe because the case is pending for some times, and then our client, ABC, the team manager will find me to clarify, and then later I will talk back to our Tunisia team, and then they can continue for the investigation. So sometimes it will work like this, and then for me, I think when they got some issue, like they cannot reproduce, maybe they can also talk to me first. I can help to communicate with our client because we are all speaking in Chinese, in Cantonese, and then maybe I can better understand the requirement, and then I can clarify further. So I think this kind of model is quite important. Yep. But in FH, I think they are still good, especially because they are quite junior, right? And then I can see that they have passion to work. Yep.
Okay, understand.
Yep. Yep. For delivery, I think actually, I think it is quite good because especially for some hotfix, and then when we need error, or maybe when we need a mail to help, and then they can also respond very quick. Yeah, but sometimes maybe when we do some fix for this issue, and then I don't know why, maybe it will cause some previous issue. So maybe for the quality, not just for our technical side, maybe also for our BA side. That means also including myself. Maybe we have to maybe test much more careful about this to ensure maybe we can provide some good quality delivery to our client. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Barry. I don't know if you have any other information that you want to add. Maybe if you want to visit us here in Tunisia in order to meet the team. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Maybe I will try to travel to Malaysia later. Yeah.
Yeah, to Malaysia, yeah, to Tunisia later, yes.
Yeah. But maybe may I ask for the clarification for level 2 and level 3 support in our company, because I'm not that familiar with this.
Sorry,
Hello?
Barry, you may ask for the clarification for the level 2 and level here.
Level 3, yes.
Yeah. So what's the scope of L2 and L3? This is your question?
Yes.
Okay, so for the L1, it's okay for you. So for me, the L1 support, as you described it already, is the first tier of support to customer base. He collects queries, phone, emails, website, meeting, the help desk, log all incident and service requests, ensure that customer receive prompt and effective response. If we can provide a workaround solution, we can solve the common problems related to configuration, or maybe to and in the second level, create tickets for level 2 support. Here,
Okay.
the scope of level 2 and level 3 is to analyze the incident, the root cause of these bugs. Of course, fixing the bug, take in charge the minor enhancement, if there is any minor enhancement of the system, monitor the performance system in order to be sure that all the functionality are flow and are run in a good time, let me say. The main task of the support level 2 and level 3, let me say the level 3, is to define the scope of the delivery, to prioritize which issue will deliver. So for this, for example, or with ABC, I want to make maybe a weekly meeting with the client, with Kenneth and the other client. So
Yes.
yeah, to define the scope, as I said, to list all the bugs, to prioritize together the bugs they want to be fixed. After this, I will assign the ticket, do the estimation, and schedule the delivery patch. And of course, the team will ensure the test, the non-regression test, maybe the integration test, do the simulation, and deliver the final package. Now, what's the difference between the last structure and the new structure, the new organization? So now they say that all the code and all the modification in the code, especially, should be done here in Tunisia.
Yes.
So the final release, because before what we do, we fix some issue related to standard and standard market. We prepare a package and we deliver the package to Edwards, and Edwards will make some
Specific change,
modifications,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
related to the specific layer, and Edwards will deliver to the client. Now they said no. Even the bugs or the other one related to the specific layer should be delivered here by Tunisia. For ABC, we are in handover process, and we hope that we can do this by ourselves. But for SPGB, we still need your help, the help of Sahar and Edwards. So I will
Okay.
ask Edwards to do the change, especially for the specific issues. But this type of change or correction should be validated by maintenance team, by Ayman, or maybe by another person. So
Okay.
yeah, so I still need your help for the SPGB. For ABC, maybe it's more easier, but for SPGB, I still need your help. So for the handover
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
process, okay, I will let you continue discussing. I don't know if you have time or not. For you, Barry, for example, you are focused on SPGB, or you are as Sahar on another client for BBL, another one.
I'm still handling SPDB at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, so just SPGB, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
for SPGB, yeah, okay. So for SPGB, we will need some training about the specific functionality for this client. Uh, Maybe the common issue for the specific layer. And as I said, we let you continuing helping on that. Maybe for Kronos, you will input for L2 and L3.
Okay.
We will see after, and Nicole, we can give more information, but general, that's how we will manage. It's more clear or not?
Yeah, more clear.
So
I
the
understand.
big
Yeah.
difference. So the big difference, because even for me and even for all people here in Tunisia, even for Boujama, for example, or for Dorsaf, the head of support, is not really very clear.
Yeah.
It's not very clear. So, but we can say that the big difference or the main change now is all modification in code should be here in Tunisia. We will have 3 different level of support: L1, L2, and L3, and each level of support will presented by Kronos. For the direction, the main important thing is Kronos. I say to you directly. So people solving problem for L1 should be put time on L1. For L2 and L3, we will divide the Kronos. One project for L3 support and one project for L2 support. Really, and to be honest, right now, I cannot distinguish very well the difference between L2 and L3. But I'm trying to understand how I can divide the work between L2 and L3. But
Yeah, I understand what
we
you mean. Yeah.
yeah, we will continue working as a team. Of
Yeah.
course, I need your help. It will not be possible without your help because I need the help of Edward. You, as I said, to explain us the process and the functionality. Maybe the specificity of the client. I will take contact with SPGB and I will ask you to introduce the team here in Tunisia, the structure to present Nicole as well. I will start with ABC and after I will move to SPGB and that's all. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Let's see how it's going in the future. Yeah. It should be
yeah,
good for me. Yeah. And then
yeah,
maybe in the future when we start to work like this model, and then it will be much more clear for level 2 and level 3. Yeah.
yeah. We received the new organization, like how to say, even for us here in Tunisia, it was very difficult to understand this actual structure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm working now maybe for 1 month to understand the different level of support, how we can manage the team, the structure. Rania and Yusuf are really are very junior. So, and they are supposed to do the support level 1. And to do the support level 1, you should know the process. You should have a good knowledge of Megara.
Yeah.
So this is all our challenge to support for the support team now.
No
But
worry about this. Yeah. when
yeah,
they maybe work work on more case, and then they will be much more familiar. Yeah. And then they will
yeah,
perform much more better. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
That's all
that's all
very.
of our. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for
Yeah.
helping me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
And thanks for letting me know about yeah the new structure. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have a nice
Thank
day
you.
or have a nice
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Bye.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.